Today we have a very hard kata. We have to write a function that determines the number of magazines that every soldier has to have in his bag. You will receive the weapon and the number of streets that they have to cross. Considering that every street the officer shoots 3 times. So here we have the arsenal and the different types of guns that we have, and we have some examples. First of all, we get a tuple with the type of machine gun and the amount of streets that we have to cross. Let's say that we have to cross 6 streets, then we have to shoot 3 bullets each time, which makes 18 bullets, which is more than the magazine of 17 bullets, so we need 2 magazines. How to go about this challenge? Well, first of all, let's remove this and create a dictionary with different machine guns and the according magazines. So we call it arsenal. We use curly braces and we assign the key value pairs like this. Here you have a key, then we assign with a colon a value and we separate them with commas. Let me go ahead with the other ones. And what we actually use is the following. Let's assign a variable. Calculation is equal to, and here we have to access the dictionary arsenal and we use the built-in method get and we pass in the argument info and then index 0. So let's print calculation, that should return 17. Test. Yeah, 17, 30, 30, and so on and so forth. And what we have to do in this case is the following. We have to access index 1. That would be the amount of streets. Multiply it with 3, because we have to shoot 3 times each street. And divide it by the magazine capacity. So let's print calculation again. And here we get something where we can work with. And what we should do now is to return the calculation as an integer, because it will either round it up or down, but we get rid of the decimal numbers. So let's test it out. Yeah, there we go. And in most cases, we have to add 1 to get the right answer. So let's test it out again. Yeah, let's attempt it. Sometimes it doesn't work. In such a case, it has to do with the result. That's actually an integer itself. So we just have to return the integer and not add up 1 with it. Let's say that we have a is equal to 3.1. So when we print the type of a, it will be a float. However, it is an integer in itself. So when we print a dot is underscore integer parentheses, then it should return true. Yeah. And let's create a variable b, 3.3. When we print the type of b, it will be a float again. But is it an integer? Well, hell no. That will return false. And this is what we have to check for. So we have to define a condition. If calculation is an integer, is integer is equal to true, then we should return the calculation. However, if the calculation is false, then we should go with our initial solution, this one. So let's test it out again. Oh, well, we should change this to false, of course. And let's test it again. And there we go. Well, I hope this video has been useful. I hope to see you in another video. Ciao.